Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a collective reading for the full moon in Gemini that is happening today, the 8th of December 2022. So, I feel like I'm going to call this full moon the juggling moon, not only because Gemini has this duality or this multiplicity factor to it, but it's actually what the two first cards are opening up and setting the tone for this collective reading. So I feel like there is something about consideration, pondering, analyzing, and thinking a lot about, because Gemini is very mental, very mindful. So it's a full moon. So full moons are all about endings in a sense, or completions and phases that are supposed to be the harvest of things that were planted previously. But what I'm seeing here for the collective in this reading today is that what this juggling moon, what this full moon in Gemini is bringing to individuals is the restoration of relationships, and specifically family ties, family connections, because this juggling moon is actually, and I want to say, like, your perception, you who are watching this, your perception in terms of how to approach somebody in your family in a moment of coming together, right? Perhaps, we are approaching the end of the year with the holidays and all the festivities. So gatherings with family are, afoot. So how to approach somebody in your family that you want to have a better relationship with. And the reason for that is because I'm seeing very specifically the relationship between mother and daughter, or daughter and mother. And it's coming through in that way because there is a very beautiful feminine energy here, which is coming through as a very loving one, especially from the mother side. But it's a general reading for the collective, so you may apply for your life, in whichever relationship you feel like this fits in. So let's begin with the cards. As I said, we're beginning with two cards, the Two of Pentacles and the Moon. So it's interesting how more and more for these collective readings, the card of the Moon is showing up to emphasize and say, yes, this is supposed to be for this full moon, or, for the new moon in other cases, but specifically for this one, this full moon, which is in Gemini. Gemini is the sign of the twins, is the sign of duplicity, is the sign that is able to it's like create partiments, or like fragment its own brain, so that you can give attention and maybe think in different things all at once. So this is bringing back the traditional image of the Two of Pentacles, which is the one, the one character in the center holding the two pentacles in one hand, in each hand, and juggling what you should do. Should you do this? Should you do that? But I feel like with this emphasis in Gemini, who is able to do all of these things all at once, right? It's like, it's not about choosing in a sense. It's more about doing as much as you possibly can, or like doing the best with everything that you have, not diminishing any choice or any option or any side of your life. So this full moon is bringing to the forefront emotions that are meant to be dealt with and not chosen. It's like, do not create like this hierarchy between emotions. It's like deal with the emotions in a practical way, but giving attention to one specifically and then to the other, knowing that you're not picking or choosing, right? It's like there is no rank of emotions here. It's like it's supposed to be dealt with step by step, you know, emotion by emotion, but fully, because I feel like this juggling of emotions, it's actually going to be productive in a sense, because the purpose of that is here with the Ten of Cups. So this Ten of Cups came with the message of bringing families together, families coming together, family gatherings in a sense, just because, you know, time-wise, we are approaching the end of the year holidays, Christmas. So you might see this coming together as a juggling act. Maybe you feel like you want to be in two places at once. Maybe you feel like your heart is in one place, but your head is in another place. Or maybe you are, you know, emotionally connected to one place, but then your body is taking you to another. Maybe there is this split in your heart, in your mind, in your reality, but the reason for this full moon showing you that you don't have to juggle your emotions, that you don't have to juggle a decision in a sense and remain undecided, it's because whatever decision you make, if this is about a decision, but I feel like, again, you can do both. You can be together with those that you love and love you wholeheartedly. It's not something that you have to be fragmented, because the purpose of it, as I said, is to bring people that love each other together. So again, bringing families together. And with these two cards coming next, oh yeah, I didn't introduce the deck that I'm using. Okay, so now that I just saw it, so I'm doing this reading with my big combined deck of tarot cards and oracle cards. So here is the oracle card that is coming through here in the first part. So, but most of all is just tarot cards. This is the only oracle card. So this is the card that represents Pallas Athena, and it's being followed by the Queen of Cups. So this Pallas Athena is coming through as the daughter, and the daughter that has a very big personality. It's like a very intense presence. Like it's like it's coming through as like this warrior, but a feminine warrior, maybe an intuitive warrior. Maybe we're talking about being like a light worker, right? But there is something about this energy in the Pallas Athena that holds a lot of value, just because of the image here reminding me of the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, and I feel like this is representing you who are watching this reading. I feel like you're coming through as the daughter, or as the warrior, or as the light worker. And maybe you're going back to your family where there is a lot of loving energy. It's like this is supposed to be a cozy, nurturing environment. This is what this full moon is making you think and rethink and juggle your emotions. It's like nurturing your own feelings of, you know, maybe restoring this connection with a mother figure, with your mother, or whoever this Queen of Cups represents for you. It's like if there have been, you know, this history of past fights, or just static in the communication, right? Because it's like with this warrior character and knowing this value of maybe your own beliefs, your own experiences, your own just your own wisdom of life, right? If we are talking about being a light worker in a family that is a lot more traditional, it's like there could have been moments of disagreement, of just, you know, this one specifically not understanding the reasons for this one to fight, the reasons for this one to it's like be very strong, be very it's like stand their ground, right? It's like the moments that you stood your ground, I feel like maybe this Queen of Cups didn't know how to embrace you just because of some type of divergence in terms of belief. But it's not because of, you know, lack of love. It's quite the contrary, to be honest. And I feel like this is what this full moon in Gemini is giving you as this warrior, as this light worker, as this strong-minded person, right? To feel that there is immense love and, you know, reframe your mind. It's like juggling act of, you know, what this full moon is making you think and rethink is that maybe you're juggling, you know, past moments of being together with your family and feeling like there was distortion, or like this one didn't value the same thing that you do value. You see, it's like you hold in high regard something that is of like this great importance to you. It's the most invaluable thing for you. And maybe this Queen of Cups loves you, right? It's like whoever this is, this one loves you and wants to prove, in a sense, that new steps can be taken to restore this relationship and, you know, take it to really good terms, which is actually what I'm seeing down below in the last row. But I feel like with the Ten of Cups coming first, it's like this juggling act that this moon is bringing is that maybe you want to trust that this is going to be very nourishing, that this is going to be very alleviating is the word that I'm receiving now. It's like it could be a cozy environment instead of one that is a war, right? It's like, you know, you being this female warrior, or it could be a male warrior too. It's just because these two characters are being extra feminine, right? So maybe the femininity is coming from the emotional side of it, the sensitive side of this relationship. But it could be, you know, two men, or a man and woman. But it's like whichever character you are watching this, which I feel like it's more inclined towards this Pallas Athena, there are extremely good and loving intentions from the side of this mother figure, whoever this Queen of Cups represents. They want to show that they are able to provide you a place where you can rest, where there is, you know, tranquility and calm and peace because of the Four of Swords. So instead of, you know, preparing for a battle, right? If you are juggling the fact that, you know, past experiences, going back to your home, going back to celebrate with your family, has been always like this great battle where you would have to, you know, always fight for your, it's coming through as like ideologies, or like reinforce the values that you hold very near and dear and important to you. And I feel like the effort in the part of this Queen of Cups, especially because of this, it's like, and there is this desire in you too to see this as, you know, a loving environment, a nourishing environment. So I feel like there are great things coming from this reconnection, from this get together, especially for these two, because the Queen of Cups is providing you, Pallas Athena, this Four of Swords environment, which actually is being followed by another four, the Four of Wands. So there is reason to celebrate, but at first it's going to be a very quiet, calm environment, right? A place where you can rest from, maybe your daily life that, could have been a war in itself, right? It's like coming from a battle already. It's like your own personal life has been a struggle, perhaps. It's like you have had to prove your value over and over and over again in your own life. But the moment that this full moon in Gemini hits and reminds you that family gatherings are important situations and environments where you can refill your stock of love, refill your stock of hope, feel like you are being embraced and taken care of. Especially, it's like this one wants to show you that they can give you what you're looking for, that this doesn't have to be a confrontation. It can be just, the opening of the doors and, saying, just take a moment for yourself. We don't have to engage in this celebration, right now. Just take some time for yourself. Go and take a shower, go and relax, take a moment for yourself. And later on, we will celebrate, right? So ending here with the Three of Wands, I feel like this is the moment that beautiful things come when two people in this relationship, you and this Queen of Cups, are willing to make this work. It's like both of you, despite your unique feelings, your unique perceptions, your unique beliefs, which, it's not a question of right or wrong or what is the best for who, right? Because it seems like your values are incredibly important to you and they work for you. It doesn't make it's like it doesn't need to be imposed over this one's belief, because they seem to have their own beliefs already that work for them, you see, right? Having different sets of values, but this doesn't need to distance you from them or vice versa. It actually can be like this, it's like this step forward in the relationship, accepting that both of you have different perspectives, both of you have different visions of the future, but it can be nevertheless a reason to celebrate together. It doesn't mean that you have to be far away from them. It's like you have similar approaches to the future, and I feel like that is only understood or comprehended when you are celebrating after you've had some time for yourself, after you've had some time to rest and just recuperate, maybe from the journey to arrive at your home or back home. So it's like this necessary time to just rest, especially for this one who's coming from a war in a sense. It's necessary for both of you to see that there is incredible opportunity to celebrate life, to celebrate this reunion, to celebrate this family gathering that is proving, in a sense, or giving the chance to see that the same type of vision can be shared. It doesn't need to be agreed upon, but it can be shared, because the Three of Wands is coming through as like a way to co-create upon the same vision, upon the same image of what the future can be for this relationship, for this family, because of like the willingness, the openness coming from both parties. You see, it's like there is no desire to be at war. It's actually the opposite. There is the desire to be in a very nourishing and loving and kind and warm place where you can rest, but also you can celebrate life and envision a future that works for the best of the relationship, right? That works with common things despite the differences, despite the unique values that each one of you have, you see? So I am going to pull more cards for the extended, and I am also going to pull from the astrological rooms. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, and happy full moon. Bye.